All right. So when I get involved in building prompts, I'll spend hours and hours and hours on it. So I've been up since around 2:40 a.m. It is now 11:58 a.m. So I've been up quite a while building this prompt for all of you. So I rebuilt the generic service page prompt because I get better and better and better as I create things. I come up with ideas and I get better. So today I have Greg with me. Greg is a client in Nashville, Tennessee, owns a restoration company, Tier Restoration. I've known Greg almost 10 years. I mean, we've seen each other in person. You know, he's been a great client that long, and he's also a really good friend. And Greg is great to talk to because he comes up with all these ideas that I don't think about. And so when I give myself all this credit for all this stuff I'm doing, which I normally don't, but I do, Greg's done like some of it. He came up with the idea, and so I use that idea. But anyway, like I was saying in one of the videos, like nobody's a. I don't believe in single gurus. I believe it takes a tribe, a whole village to come up with stuff. Everybody's an expert in each area. That's why I'm building this group this way, because I believe that people have their own talents that we can use that's going to help you do even better. This school group is not going to be like any other you've ever seen. The value you're going to get here is going to be unbelievable. So now I just finished the bot. I just built it. We haven't even tested it yet. We're going to test it on one of Greg's services. He happens to be water damage, fire, mold. He does crawl space encapsulation, air duct cleaning. So he's a full service restoration company. But today we're going to go after his main category, water restoration service. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the new bot that by the time you watch this video, if this actually works, because I haven't tested it, it will be in there for you to use. And you'll see how we're using it live, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so now this, of course, the G on my prompt means generic, right? Because when I make prompts for me, it's for me. It has all my info. This does not have anybody's info, but it has a whole lot in the back end, and I'll just show you real quick. When I build these out, of course, I got to have my description, which is huge, right? Big descriptions. I like using Claude 4.6. This is the prompt. I'm not going to show you that. This is what's important. Understanding the knowledge source and what to add here really helps these things work really well. So I have a prompt in here, a generic service page prompt in here that I built that is going to give it information that should help this do as well, if not better than my own prompt for me. So we're going to see that. So I'm going to publish again, and we're going to start using it. Now, Greg is going to have to answer these questions. When you look at my bot, like for me, when you've seen it, it's like a question without any, information. I built this so it gives you, if you're new at this, what services is paid for, it gives you examples on everything. So you know what to do. All right. So all the prompts work the same way. You copy the questions and then you insert them. Copy the questions, insert them in the message, and we're going to answer these questions step by step. All right, Greg. Now, I'm going to need your help with this. This is your business, so we're going to fill it out like you were filling it out, okay? This
All right.
could be a long video, folks, but you need to see how this works so when you use it yourself, and I've added some really cool extras that you're going to love, okay? All right, so what service is this page for? Like, what is it? What's the service?
Would that be the category?
No, the category is down here. The service, water damage removal, water removal, what?
Oh, let's do water removal.
Okay, so we're going to use water removal. Now, we can use two different things because when I was in restoration, like maybe is it water restoration? What is another good term for this?
Water extraction.
Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's do water extraction and water removal. You know what? It may not work with two of these. I think we're going to go with water removal because that's probably the most, like, we would write water extraction as restoration companies. I owned a restoration company. I think we're going to go with water removal because I believe that's what most customers, how they search. They search, they need water removed, right? So we're going to
Right.
go with that keyword. So watch what we're doing. You're going to know your own business. You're going to know what to do. Okay. What is your, now, this is where I'm going to need your help. You're going to give me your business name as you have it with the state, and you're going to put you're going to put your answers in chat, and I'm going to copy your answers and put them in here live.
Right.
Like, is it Tier Restoration Incorporated, LLC? What is the NAP? The NAP. You guys understand NAP, right? Name, address, phone number should be the same everywhere.
Tier Restoration is the company name. It's a DBA, but that's how we market.
I understand that. So on your corporate papers, it doesn't say incorporated, it just says Tier Restoration.
It says
Correct?
Environmental Services of America, comma, Inc., DBA Tier Restoration.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to use tier restoration. Okay. Well, I was trying to decide, should we use the other one? Because what is your NAP? Is your NAP tier restoration just like
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Everywhere, like on
Yes.
Yelp, on everything, right?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, got it. Okay. All right. So, all right. So there we go. So there's the second question answered. We're moving along. I need you to put your full, the full business address in here.
Right.
Street, city, state, zip, like the example. So all he's doing is going into chat. I have it on another window, and I'm copying his answers so we can get this, get this done. The hardest part for him is going to be the experience thing. So we might go to his website and like copy the about me or something like that. So we'll see what to do here. Because I have all mine written out already, right? I have all my employees and managers experience, and all I do is copy and paste. And you'll want to do that. Okay, thank you so much. I'll grab it. Copy. All right, main business address. Oh, that's phone number. Go ahead and throw your phone number in there. Try to, if you see the questions, try to stay ahead and put it in there.
Oh, yeah.
What is the main business phone number? Now, I'm going to go in and do geo coordinates real quick, right after I put the phone number in, after you give me that. I'm going to show people how to get that. Okay. But I'm going to do the dashes. Okay, so, all right, let me grab this. This is good for you all to watch, actually. Let me grab that address. Let me go over here, and I happen to have a product, right? No, wrong product. This is for photos. Sorry. Longitude, latitude. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put his address in this software, and I'm gonna find it. So there we go. There's longitude and latitude. So let me grab latitude. Hold on. Come on. All right, here we go.
Is lat long a
Oh
free?
man, what did I do with? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ah, I opened it up in the prompt and I just lost the whole freaking prompt.
Oh, no.
Ah, no, did I lose it? Is this your questions? Hold on. Okay, we didn't lose it. I was that was stupid. All right, let me open a new window for this. Thank you.
I think you did, but go ahead.
Well, it was in the thing. So, oh no, shoot. That's all right, folks. You get to see the mistakes also. So, I mean, this isn't sometimes, and plus, I'm trying to look cool, and so I'm not looking so cool. Okay. Well, I'm not looking that cool. I haven't even had a shower. I got my hat on because I love working. And all right. So let's go with latitude. Let me go back. I could have done it this way too. Now let me just go get the numbers. Latitude. See, once you have this, then you have it, right? If you have a copy and paste like I have for my own company, you don't have to do this a second time. You'll always have it. So it'll be easy. It's just this is brand new. So if you and you, most of you are going to be brand new, you get this software. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Like when you go there, it's latlong.net, latitude-longitude.net, lat long right up here .net if you want to get it yourself. Okay. All right. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to get it out of my way. All right. So we got that now. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. All right. Can you, okay.
Or you can also get it from Google Maps.
Yeah, I like it. I like using that software because it's very, very precise. Because I've tested them all. What Google Business Profile category does this fit? Okay, put that in chat. Is it something like water damage, restoration service?
Yeah, it's the same thing as our main category in this case.
Yeah, you're gonna
Water
write it
damage
in
restoration.
chat.
It's already in the chat at the top.
Oh, good job. Good job, man. All right, here's the main service. So this is his Google Business Profile main category right there, water damage restoration service. Yours might be roofing contractor or whatever you are, okay? All right, so let's go down. The primary keyword for this service is right here, water removal. Copy. Main category. Water removal. Run question 7.
Would you put the city there?
I am going to put water removal, Nashville. Is that how you spell Tennessee? Am I right?
Two S's and then.
Oh, I was
There you
so
go.
close. So close. All right, there we go. Water removal, Nashville, Tennessee. What city or service area? So we already know it's Nashville. Here, I don't need to write it. Just need to do this. Paste. All right. We're gonna do one. Homeowners. Okay. Who is your ideal customer? So,
All
well,
those. All those.
all of these. Well, when we're talking water damage, we're talking insurance a lot of times, so it doesn't really matter. It's actually your ideal customer should be any homeowner or business owner that has water damage, that has property insurance, right?
Okay.
Would that be a true statement?
Yeah.
Because I did it, so it doesn't matter if you're the poorest of the poor if you have insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Any homeowner or I'm going to do it another way. Any property owner who has um, insurance for their property. Now, I'm going to write something else because I also know, doing this for 27 years, that there are times that that it's so small they don't want to use their insurance. So I might put in some. I could keep it like this, or I could also say, if this is a small water damage, sometimes property owners don't use their insurance, so they pay out of pocket. So it would be renters are not going to do not. I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm overthinking.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that right now. What is the primary conversion goal? Well,
Since it's an emergency service, I would say phone
it's
call.
phone calls. It's not form submissions. It's because they're going to call. So what I'm going to say, primary conversion goal is 24/7 phone calls. We'll just say that and see what it does.
Yeah.
It should know some of this stuff already because of the stuff I put in the back end. I think it'll know that. Phone calls 24/7.
You got 27.
Oh man, dude, I have more hours in a day than you do, I think.
That's 24 days a month, 7 hours a day.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365
okay.
days a year.
Just
I'm just going to put that in there. It doesn't matter. I'm going to write this for. Got it. We'll just put that. All right. Okay. Now, this is something that I put like a whole day into when I made my copy and paste. I wrote all my experience. Of course, I own an ad agency, but I was like you, Greg, as you know, I owned a restoration company myself for almost 3 decades. And then I had my employees put their experience in. So when you start using this bot, you might write all that out. I kind of have Greg on the spot here because he's going to have to come up with this stuff. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to tier restoration and we're going to look to see if we can find anything on the site. Is that it? What? Did I spell it wrong?
TIER.
Oh, it's TIER. Yeah.
Stands for Tennessee Indoor Environmental Restoration.
Whoa, it already knew that. Okay. All right, so how about does the about have enough stuff? Oh yeah, we're gonna grab this. This is good. Okay, so we already have it. Now, if Greg will be using this bot quite a bit, so he's gonna make his own page like I make for myself. So he doesn't even have to go to the website anymore. He has everything he needs, right? So
But still to copy and paste.
yeah, it's copy and paste, dude. Bam. Wow. We'll make it a little better, I guess.
Who's my website editor?
I'm not going to change the rest. I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're on. Now, this is the secret I was telling you about. This works real. Oh man, what did I just do, dude? Okay, I didn't do anything. Let me get over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this keyword, okay? I'm going to grab just the main keyword, water removal. I only want the C keyword. I don't want the city, none of that. And let me go here and let me go incognito. And I always go incognito and I get Google search. Okay. So Google, and I'm just going to put this in here because what I'm trying to get, so you understand, I'm trying to get people that write about water removal that aren't necessarily restoration companies, because the kind of stuff they write about really helps write for you much better. Because when people search, a lot of times they're searching how to do something. So we're adding that flair into what we're writing by doing this, and I'll show you. So when I do this, I'm going to go up to the top pages. Of course, there's going to be sponsored results, right? I'm going to go down. Now on this one, all right, so fix my speakers. I'm definitely not going to use this one, right? So I think it didn't do it like when I do it for my company, but let me just look at something. All right, I'm going to do it a little bit different.
What question are we answering?
Well, I'm trying to get competitors. I'm trying to get competitor URLs so they can look at the people that are ranking at the top of organic, like this.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to grab this. Usually what happens when you just put the C keyword, it's about people write about it, right? Like different places, but your service is much different than an agency. So this is cool though, because it's going to look at the top 3 places in Nashville right now on organic, and it's going to look at what they're doing and try to make yours better by filling the gaps. That's why we got this. So I'm going to open it in a new tab. I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to grab this, and this is about water damage. I'm going to, now I'm going to move this over to my other page so it's out of my way, okay? And I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to put the first one in. Right here. So let's do the first one. Paste, and I'll do a couple of spaces. I'll go to the next one, which is Serve Pro. And I will grab that one. Oh no. No, I don't want it to know my location because I'm going after Nashville. Hold on. Copy. Let me put that one in. Paste. I'm going to do one more, okay? I'll do 3. And the next one is AccuWorks. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to do 4. I want to get as much. And that was okay. I'm going to do 4. Where am I at here? Right here, right? Is this where I'm at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do one more. This one. What has roofing got to do with? Oh, they're talking about. Okay, that's cool too. Okay, let me go 1, 2. Paste. Now we're almost done. Okay. All right. So, what tone should this? I like. How about I like educational. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab these 2 for the tone. I use a different tone for me, but I'm also going to write with expert telling abilities because I like that. Okay. All right. Now, yes. Okay. I want to do authority building for this one. I want to do this one because he needs to be an expert. People are freaking out. Their house is just flooded, right? And we answered all the questions. Here we go, folks, live. Bam. So let's see what it does. I have not used this. It got one of them it couldn't get, 2 URLs I get. Oh shoot. Don't touch it, it's moving. Now, this could take like 15 minutes. So we can talk about when I was born up until today. We can do my whole life story. Or we can do something even better and talk about how awesome Greg is.
I have an example of that.
Of how awesome you are?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I asked Gemini the question in the post, and it came up with this answer.
Is that what you just put in chat?
Yeah. And
I can share it. Okay, what are the top 5 water restoration companies with their URL in Nashville, Tennessee that rank organically? That's a great question too.
Thanks.
What did it come up with?
It's got 1179 out of 1,000, so I only get. Let me take off some of the characters.
So what he's saying is, here it is. Here's chat, right? Oh, this is going to be hard to see. What are the top 5 water restoration companies with their URL in Nashville, Tennessee that rank organically? That's a great question, man.
Thanks.
I mean, I think that's great. Well, I mean,
Oh, I can take off that top stuff.
okay, so it starts out, and it should do it just like mine. So it starts out with the user has provided all 14 answers. Now let's build the whole system.
There, now it's in.
So, and I would try this on you. We'll do another one at some point. You know, like you can do one. I'll share the bot, man. Well, it's going to be in the group. You're in the group in school. You'll be able
Right.
to use it. So
That's
it
another
has
way.
your, huh?
It's another way to answer that question.
Yes, that's a great way to. That's a great way. That's actually really good. See, we just learned something from a member that's pretty valuable that I'm going to use. I'm going to use that inside my question now because I like that question better. So it's always improving. All right, so here we go. Who was your number one? Let me see while it's doing this. Oh wow, it used different ones than I did.
That's what I was interested. That was interesting.
Wow.
And it said top 5.
Organic.
They
That's a great way to put it. That's really, really awesome. I wish this wasn't live because I can act like I knew that one. Now I can't. Remember I said in the beginning, Greg has helped me quite a bit over the years. He comes up with great ideas when we're talking. And so sometimes you're by yourself like I am and you're coming up with all this stuff. I do talk with my team a lot when we're coming up with ideas for marketing for sure, but Greg is always a wealth of information and I just have a better way to build it now. All right, so what it does is it's just telling us now it's reasoning with itself because I built it that way. And so it's just saying, okay, this is what you compiled. Here's the longitude, latitude. Here's what we're going after. There's all that. There's 14, right? 13. Still gathering YouTube and TikTok strategy details. It will start talking to itself about how it's going to build this out for Greg. It's going through the whole thing about the FAQs, and then it's drafting the main landing page with H1 focused on emergency positioning. See, it already knows all this now. Now we're not going to read all this because there's a lot. Now I'm mapping out the current strategy, comprehensive blog posts over 2,000 words, 3 YouTube scripts in the 350 to 600 word range, and 3 TikTok scripts for the 30 to 60 second delivery. I wrote this in the prompt, by the way. Reference 2026 and avoids any 2025 dates. I want to be fresh when people are looking 2026, right? Greg Lewis's 5 decades of personal investment. Wow. See, because it read you're about. Mm-hmm. Now, Greg is 2nd generation. He worked with his dad when he was a kid. That's why it's 5 what did it say? 5 decades? That's why it's 5 decades. He's been doing it his whole life.
Since I was a teenager, yeah.
Since he was a teenager. So he's been doing it a long time. Now I'm ready to draft the full output. It's going to draft it. It's going to do everything. It's talking. It's still now I'm moving into the FAQ section with questions about emergency water removal, timing, and mold prevention. Absolutely. Right. The key points and all this it gives us. This is really, really kind of cool. Building the schema code and geo coordinates right now. It knows the geo coordinates because Greg gave me his address and I put it in that longitude, latitude software. It's still going. It hasn't started even building the product yet. It's going to make sure it's going to build the perfect product. Why do I have this? I have this because we're going to grade it when we're done in Gemini Ultra. All right, we're going to grade what this did to see if it's any good. Wow. Now it's talking about the FAQs it might write about. It's still talking to itself. It's not even done talking to itself. Okay, it's done talking. So they've received everything. Building your complete local service authority engine for tier restoration. All the stuff I have in the prompt, all the stuff I have in the knowledge base is going to help with writing this now. So now we're going to look at what it says. Now, so the meta title, emergency water removal, Nashville, Tennessee, tier restoration. Meta description, Nashville's trusted water removal team since 1975. See, it knows his stuff now. Tier restoration offers 24/7 emergency extraction, drying, and insurance support. I didn't tell it to write about this. It just knows to write about it. URL slug, tierrestoration.com/water removal, Nashville, Tennessee. We have our primary keyword, water removal, Nashville, Tennessee. Secondary keywords right here. We have service page keyword cluster, all these keywords right here. We have the FAQ cluster, non-overlapping, only use an FAQ section, which means it's not duplicate freaking content like everybody else's website. All right. It's completely separate to work with the LLM so you can rank in AI also. We're not just talking about ranking in Google Maps, ranking on the first page of Google. Our world now has to depend. People search now in AI. I do, because I get really good answers in AI from what I need. Right. And it has all those keywords. Now, here we go. So now it's building the section 2 as a main service landing page. Now we're building the landing page that he's going to use right here. He's going to be able to, this is a service page, service landing page. All right. All right. So emergency water removal, Nashville, Tennessee, tier restoration is water. If water is in your property right now, call. There it is. They put the phone number in there because they know it's an emergency, Greg.
Mhm.
I haven't thought about putting these in headlines, but this is a great idea because they don't even, damn, this is great. I love it. Now I put it in ads and stuff. Wow. Wow, I love it. So now remember I said I wanted it to be like storytelling? We answer every hour of every day of the year. No voicemail, no answering service, a real team ready to respond. They have the phone number right here for them to call. Water damage doesn't happen. Okay, natural water damage, Middle Tennessee's climate creates water damage conditions in every season. Winter freeze, thaw cycles. We're not going to read all this. Who is Tier Restoration? Is not a franchise. It is not a national call center that dispatches. Do you see the difference, folks, when we're writing with my bots? Do you see the difference in if you look at your competitors, if you're in water damage, and it doesn't matter what you do, it writes like this, that it's not like we're the best, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best, right? Now remember, when we build this at the top of the page above the fold, and if they click on it and go to the website, there's a phone number big right there also, right? Not just in the rest of the page. Because above the fold, we got to get them to call 24/7, 365, right? So, but we're still using this because if they're on a desktop or on their phone, they can see the phone number right there. And what I would do when I built this, I would make this actually click to call. I would make this a click to call button on the freaking headline. So they can click the damn thing and call, even though it's on the phone anyway, right? So as we go through, we can see what it's doing, what it's talking about. And this is right here. I put some stuff in the knowledge source. This is where it's grabbing some of the information, okay? Who we serve. We take all these out. You can't. Now, here, listen. I told my prompt not to put reference numbers in here because when Google sees that, they know that's AI because people don't do that. AI does that. So my people, when they read it, take it out. But, you know, I can go back in when it's completely done and say, hey, I need you to rewrite it without the source numbers in the content. And I can have it rewritten. My people will read it and take those out. But that's what I would do. I would go down in there and do it. No matter what I do, 90% of the time it doesn't do it. 10%. Why? It's AI. You can't control everything. I can't control everything, but it writes great. And you just got to know if you see those numbers, you want them taken out. If you're doing it yourself, just, you know, enlarge it 150%, the whole thing, when you put it on a document, and then get rid of those. All right, so we got the FAQs. We got the call to now. There's his stuff, right? And then it's the emergency 24 hours a day. And then it's got the schema code that'll go on the back page. Now, so it just built 3 Google Business Profile posts. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And of course, when my people get these, they put photos in and stuff like that, right? We add images or and links, okay? Because this is gonna link, huh?
If you're doing it yourself, you would want to do that same thing.
Yeah, you gotta have photos, man. People love visual. 3 Facebook posts. What I want to know is, did it do the YouTube script and TikTok? Yep. 3 YouTube scripts. 2 to 5 minutes, I told it to do. 2 to 5 minute scripts. Script 2. Now, we use AI at Top Click Joe, and we'll create an AI me, right, of me talking. My team will take these scripts and put it into the AI, and I'm not even there, and I'm doing the talking. Now, we're pretty advanced in creating ourselves where it looks pretty much human, where you can't tell. I did make my team make me look a little bit better. So I did that, perfect teeth and everything. That's what's cool about AI. You can be the perfect person. Okay.
Are you a human today, or are you an AI?
That's a good question. I'm not going to tell you. No, I am a human today. So there's the scripts. And now here's the TikTok scripts, okay? Because TikTok's a big deal. And then, of course, the blog post is creating the blog. It's creating the FAQ of the blog and the schema. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Now what we're going to do, Greg, which is pretty important, is hold on 1 second. Hold on. Man, that's a pretty picture, isn't it? Okay, hold on. I'm going to use my thing for the questions. Okay. All right. All right. Now, let me get rid of this. Let me go back to ours. Bam. Look at all these windows, dude. There it is. Okay. Now, let me go past this first. Get to the section 1. Okay. So, I'm going to, let me get rid of that. I'm going to go here and I'm going to put my first question in. And you'd want to do the same thing. I mean, I do have Ultra where it's way deeper thinking, so I can get more precise answers. So I'm putting that in, and then I'm going to my here, and I'm going to take this, and I'm also going to do the schema. So all I'm going to do is the landing page, the service landing page right now, okay? So I'm going to grab all this because I wanted to see that. And I know when it's done when it gets to the bottom of the schema. And I'll stop here. And let's see what kind of grade we got without knowing this. I hope it's at least a 9 or something like that. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a 9. Are you thinking 9, Greg, in your head? 9 plus, 9 plus? 9.5. Freaking awesome. Okay. So my next question is this. Now, what happens when I am now adding the helper content for the landing page? I'm adding the GBP post, the Facebook post, the YouTube scripts, the TikTok scripts, and the blog posts. So now what I'm going to do is go back in here and grab all this now until the bottom. Let me go back up. I went too fast. I'm going to grab that. Going back to Gemini. And let's see what Gemini says about this. Well, we know it's going to, well, we hope it's going to be good as long as there's no duplicate content, we will know. We're going to do one more thing though, Greg. We're going to check Copyscape to make sure it's not duplicated. You just got a freaking 10, dude. Do you
Wow.
know I haven't got a 10 yet on my bot, but I haven't tried my new bot that I built. This bot's based on that. You just got a freaking 10. It can't get any better. You got to understand, Gemini is Google. Ultra is Gemini's Ultra Gemini. Or, I mean, Ultra is, yeah, whatever. It's the best.
Gemini's top product.
Top of the line, man. And it thinks really hard. So it knows this is a masterclass level content siloing. You have built a perfectly integrated multi-channel marketing engine that drives high intent, locally relevant traffic straight to the main service page. Wow. Eat everything, dude. Now you might have got a 10 here, but it'll be an 11 when you're done with photos and stuff. So we now know how well this works. But what I want to do real quick, okay, is let me just grab this and go to Copyscape. I won't inside. I'm not going to put this in. Okay, we're going to do this without the schema because we don't need that for Copyscape. Copyscape, if you don't know, is plagiarism software. We want to know if there's anything else like it on the internet, right? Because we don't want duplicate content. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to my Copyscape right here. I'm going to put that in. Now, some SEO companies say no more than 10% duplicate. I say no more than 5%. I won't go above 5%. I don't even like 5% really. I like it around 1 or 2% because a lot of times you can't prevent that. I got to give it a little more money because there's too many words. Here we go. And for 2,120 words, there is no duplicate content on the internet. There's no results even close, nothing like it. It's original content. We just created, folks, original content live at Street Level SEO Pros. Okay? All right. Thank you all for watching. Now you know how to do yours. You know how the new prompt works. And now if you're watching this video, the prompt's already in there. I've already put it in. All right? Thank you all for watching. Greg, you have any final words?
No, that's great.
Oh, that was great words, man. That was wisdom, dude. Later, folks.